Hello everyone, this is Yamin and welcome to Tech Knowledge. In the previous tutorial, we added the category data. So in this tutorial, we are going to add the product data from the admin panel. So first of all, we are going to have a product sidebar over here. So for it, first of all, we'll go to our sidebar blade. So let's go back to our code, and over here you can see views. So inside views, we have admin folder, and inside admin, here you can see sidebar.blade.php. So we'll go inside this sidebar and we'll go down a little bit, and over here you can see category. This is the one we added in the previous tutorial. So in this tutorial, we're going to add product option over here. Here you can see basic UI elements, and if you go to our browser, here you can see basic UI elements, and inside it we have some more sidebar over here. So we are going to modify it and make it product. So let's go back, and here instead of this basic UI element, we are going to say products, and here you can see some li and ul. So we are just going to remove only one of them, and let's also remove the href from here and href from here as well. And here you can see it's written over here button. So instead of button, we'll say here add products, and here we'll say show product. Let's say show product. So currently if we save it now, and if we now refresh here, here you can see product option, and if we click it, here you can see add products and show product. And here you can see some more option: table, chart, icon, user pages, documentation. Now those things are not necessary, so let's just remove those from the sidebar, because that will make our code more easier to read. So let's just remove from here. Here you can see tables. So from tables to documentation, so we'll remove all those list, and let's save it, and let's just check it again. Okay, this is perfect. We have now only products and category option over here. So currently what we want is that if we click on this add product option, then it will take us to a page so that we can add product to our database. So first of all, let's go and create a table for the product. So here you can see this is our database. So we're going to create a product table over here, and in the product table we'll have all those column. Here you can see title, description, image, price, quantity, category, and we'll also have discount price. So in order to create our table, so we need to go to our project directory. Here you can see e-commerce pro. This is our project. Let me just open a cmd here, and we are going to create a product table and product model using commands. So for it, we need to say here php artisan make this clone, we'll say model, and we'll say product, then we'll skip -m. So if we now press enter, it will create a model and also a migration in the database for product. So let's just press enter, and here you can see model created successfully and created migration as well. So right now if we go to our code, then if we go to our app, then models, here you can see product.php, and if we go a little down, then here you can see database, and if we click go inside this migration folder, and here you will see product table.php. So over here we are going to mention all those column, title, description, and all those things. So for it, we'll just say over here $table, then this arrow sign will say string, to first bracket, to single quotation, and let's say first one will be title, the product title, and let's just make every data nullable. So right now let me just copy this one, Control C, and we'll paste it 6 times over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So after title, let me just check over here. It will be description. So we'll say here description. Then we'll have over here image, product image, then category. We'll also have quantity, product quantity, and the last two will be price and discount price, and this one will be discount price, discount underscore price. So right now let's save it, Control S, and we'll go to our command prompt, and here Control C, and here we are going to say php artisan migrate. If you now press enter, it will migrate all the table to our database. So let's press enter, and here you can see migration is successful. So right now if you go to our database, and if we now just refresh here, and here you can see the product table over here, and if you click it, here you can see title, description, image category, quantity, price, and discount price, everything over here. So right now what we will do is that if we click this add product option, then it will take us to a page where we'll have some input field, so that we can upload all those data to this product table. So let's go back, and let me just close this on. And here you can see this is our sidebar, and here you can see the add product part over here, and inside this li you can see href. So we'll give to second bracket, then we'll say over here url to first bracket to single quotation, and we'll say, let's say slash, it will be view underscore, let's say product. So right now let's save it, Control S, and we'll create this URL in our web.php. So let's go to our route, and then we'll go to web.php, and we'll create this URL view underscore product. So let's go to web.php, and let me just copy this on, Control C. We'll paste it over here, Control V. So the route will be get, and we'll say over here view underscore product. See, the function name will be also view underscore product, and we'll use the admin controller. So right now we'll go to our admin controller and create this view underscore product function. So let's go to our admin controller, we'll go to app, then http, then controller, and here you can see admin controller.php. So here we are going to write over here in the admin controller, we'll say public function view underscore product. We'll give two first bracket, then two second bracket, and we'll just return a view from here. We'll say return view. Let's say over here admin dot product. So here you can see we write a view called admin.product. It means here if you go to our admin folder, here you can see admin, and this admin folder is this one, but we do not have this product.blade.php in the admin folder. So we are going to create the product.blade.php in the admin folder. So for it we'll just right click over here, then click new file, and here we'll say product.blade.php. So Control S, and then save. So here you can see product.blade.php. So here we are just going to write a simple HTML, and let's just say in the body, let's just say here normal thing product, and right now save it, and let's just refresh here. And if we click on the add product, and here you can see it written over here product. But obviously we do not want this view, we want a view like this, just like in the category. Like if we click on the category, here you can see we can see a view over here. So we'll do the same for the add product as well. So for it we are just going to copy some code from our home.blade.php. So we'll go to admin, then home.blade.php, and let me just copy everything from here. So Control A, Control C, and right now we'll paste this in the product.blade.php. So let me just remove this, then Control V. And here you can see admin.body. We do not require this on admin.body. So let me just remove this on, Control S, and right now let's again refresh, then click add product, and here you can see we have a view over here. So we'll create some input field over here so that we can upload those product data to our table, just like we did in the previous tutorial. So here we need to mention two class over here. So let me just go to our category.blade.php, and from here we are going to copy these two class. Here you can see main class main panel and class content wrapper. So I'm just going to copy this class, Control C, and we'll paste it in the product.blade.php. So Control V, and we also need to in this two div. So we'll end it over here like this. So inside this class we are going to have our input field. So right now if we now save it, then if we now refresh here, you can see this looks different than before. So let's go back, and let's just say over here another div, and inside this div we'll say class. So let's say the class name will be div underscore center. So we'll write some CSS for this class so that every data is in the center. So let's just say a normal thing. Let's say h on tag, and we'll say here add product. So currently, if we save it, then if we now refresh here, and here you can see add product text written over here. So we want this add product in the middle, and we will also increase the font size of this text as well. So let's go back, and here, okay, let's just write the style for this div underscore center first. So we'll go at the top, and here you can see this is the head section. So inside this head section, we are going to say style, and inside this style we will write our CSS. So first of all, we'll say here dot div underscore center, then we'll give two second bracket, and we'll say here text align, it will be center, and let's also say here padding top, it will be 40 px. So right now, if you save it now, then if we refresh here you can see it's in the center. Now let's increase the font size for this text. So for it, we'll just say over here class, and we'll say font underscore size. So we'll go at the top, then we'll say over here dot font underscore size, and let's say the font size it will be 40 px, and let's say this time padding bottom it will be 40 px. Right now, if we save it, refresh, okay, this is better. So now we'll have some input fields so that we can upload the title, description, image, and every other data to our product table. So for it, we are going to say over here, we are going to have a input field. We say input field, I mean input type. Input type will be text, and the first one, let's say name equal to title, and let's say here placeholder, and let's say here write a title. And we'll also need to have a label, obviously, and we'll say here, let's just say here title, let's say here product title. So let's save it. Now let's refresh. Okay, we have a product title, and here you can see write a title text written over here. But if we write anything inside this text field, here you can see that we cannot see anything because the text color is white over here. That is the reason. So we need to make the text color, let's say black, or you can give any color, but we'll go with black. So for it, we'll mention another class over here, and we'll say here class, let's say text underscore color. So right now let's save it, then we'll go at the top, and here inside this style we'll say dot text underscore color. We'll give 2 second bracket, and we'll just say here, let's say color it will be black, and we'll say here padding bottom. Padding bottom it will be, let's say 20 px. So right now let's save it, then let's just refresh here, and here right now if we write anything here you can see everything perfectly. So let's also add another field as well. So for it, let me just copy this. Okay, let's keep this label and input field inside a div. So we'll say over here div opening, and this div will end over here. So let's save it, and let me just copy this on, and we'll paste it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here this is the first product title, and here we'll say product description. Everything is fine. We'll just say over here name equal to description, and we'll say write a description. So after description, let's say here product price. So here for product price, let's say right now the price cannot be text, it needs to be a number. So the input type for price will be number. Then we'll have product quantity. So let's say quantity, and here the same logic, the quantity will be number as well. And for quantity, let's say minimum, I mean the minimum quantity needs to be 0. So after quantity we have, okay, let's discounted price. Let's say here product, okay, let's say here just discount price, and the type will be number. Okay, let's have this discount price after the product price. So right now we are going to mention the product category over here. So let's say here label will be product category, and for category we'll use select option. So we'll remove this input field and we'll just say over here select, and inside this select we'll say over here option. Let's just say over here the first one will be short. Just by default we are saying this short. We'll get the option from the database, but right now we'll just write it like this. And over here you can see select. So also in the select we need to mention the text color class over here. So let me just copy it and paste it here inside select. So the last one will be the image. So here we'll say product image here, and for image we need to use a different input type. So input type for image will be file, and let's say name equal to image. And for this select we also need to mention a name. We'll say here name, it will be category, and I also forgot to give name for the quantity and price and discount price. So here you can see quantity, so here we'll say name equal to quantity, and here name will be for discount price, let's say name will be dis underscore price, and this is the price, so for it name will be price. And let's say placeholder, write a price, then write a discount if apply, and here we'll say write a quantity. Okay, one more thing I forgot to mention is that we also need to have a submit button as well. So let me copy this div, then paste it here. So for submit button we not require level, so we'll say input type will be submit. Okay, so for now let's just save it and let's just refresh here and let's see how it looks. So this is how our design looks. Now let's also change the design a little bit more. So for it, let's go back, and here you can see that we have label for every product data. Here you can see for description price. So using this label we are going to write some CSS. So here we'll say only level, then we'll give 2 second bracket, and we'll say here display, it will be inline block, and we also say here width, it will be 200 px. So let's save it now, then we will refresh here, and there you can see it looks a little better, but we should also have a little gap among them, among every like input field. So for it we'll just say here you can see that we mention a div for every input field. So in the div we are going to mention a class. Let's say class equal to div underscore design. So let me just copy this class and we'll paste it inside every div for every input field. So control V, then control V over here as well, then here for category, then image, and the lastly the submit button. So we'll right now go at the top, and inside this style we'll say dot div underscore design. So we'll give 2 second bracket, then we are going to say let's say padding bottom, it will be let's say 15 pa, then save it, then refresh, and there you go, there is some gap and it looks better than before. And let's also change a little bit for this category. So let's go, then let's go to category part, and here let me just add another option. We'll say here option, and we'll say add a category here, and it will be actually we'll say over here value, it will be null, and we'll say over here selected. So let's save it, then let's refresh, and this looks better than before. Add a category here. Okay, we also need to make some design for the submit button as well. So here this is our submit button. So we'll say here value, we'll say add product, then we'll mention a bootstrap class, we'll say btn, btn, let's say primary, let's save it, then let's just refresh here, and there you go, we have a add button like this. And one more thing we should do is that we should add a require option for every input field except this discount price, because not every product may have or have not discount price. So except this, we'll add require in every input field. So here in this is a project title, now this will be required. So in the input field we'll say required. So let me just copy this on Control C and I'll paste it in every input field. Control V, then Control V, and for discount price we'll not add require, empty. So here in the product quantity it will be required, the category will be required, and in the select we need to write the required, not in the option, and the image will be obviously required. And okay, that's all. So right now if we save it, then let's refresh, then click category, I mean add product. Okay, in order to org the required part, we need to add form option. Obviously I forget to add the form. So here you can see our product title started over here. You can see from this div. So we'll add form before this div. We'll say here form, and this form will end after the submit button, and the submit button ended over here. So we'll say here the closing of form. So right now, if we save it now, then if we now refresh here, then if you click add product, here you can see please fill in this form or fill in this field. So right now we are going to add some code so that we can add all those data to our database. So for it, we'll go back, and here you can see the form. So inside this form, we'll say here action, then we'll say method, and we'll also need to mention enc type. Now enc type will be multipart slash form data. Now why we need to add enc type? Because we are also adding a file from here. Here you can see product image, that's why. Now the method will be post, because we want to upload data to the database, and here you can see action, and in this action we'll mention a URL. So we'll say here URL, we'll give two first bracket, two single quotation, and inside it let's say our URL name will be add underscore product. And we also need to add at the rate of CSRF token after this form. So we say here at the rate of CSRF. So right now let's save it, and then we'll go to our web.php and create this route or URL add underscore product. So let's go to our web.php, and here let me just copy this route, Control C, then Control V. Our route name was add underscore product, and here it will be, let's say function name will also say add underscore product. And for this route it will be post method. Why? Because we also mention in the product plate that method equal to post. So right now we'll go to our admin controller and create this add underscore product function. So let's save it here, and let's go to our admin controller, and here we are going to say public function add underscore product, then we'll give two first bracket, two second bracket, and inside this first bracket we'll say request dollar request. So using this request, we'll get all the data from this form. Over here you can see name, title, description, everything. But over here, before we write this add product function over here, let me just fix one more thing, and that is here you can see that we added the product category over here, but there is nothing in this product category, and I mentioned that we will get the category from the database. And over here you can see, if we go to our database, here you can see our category table, and inside category table we have some data over here. So we'll show all those data inside this product category option. So let's just do this on first. So for it, let's go back to our code, and here we'll go to our product.blade.php, then we'll go a little down, and here you can see product category part over here, and over here you can see this option. So using this option we can get all the data from the database. But before that, first of all, we need to send the category data in this product.blade.php. So first of all, we'll go to our admin controller, and here you can see the view product function. From here, we return the view admin.product. Here you can see admin.product. So first of all, so what we are going to do is that we are going to send the category data from here, from this function to our product.blade.php. So first of all, we need to make sure that we added the category model at the top. Here you can see use app backslash model backslash category. So right now what we are going to do is we'll declare a variable over here. Let's say here dollar category equal to new category. So what will happen is that using this model, category model, we'll be able to get all the data from the category table to this category variable, and we'll send this category variable to our product blade. So for it, we'll just give a comma and we'll say over here compact to first bracket. Inside it will give two single quotation and we'll say here category. So it will send the category table or all the category table data to this product blade. So what we are going to do is that we'll go to our product.blade.php, and here you can see the option over here. So before this option, we are going to mention a for each loop. So we'll say at the rate of for each, and we'll say here dollar category as dollar category, and this for each loop will end after this option. So we'll say at the rate of int for each. So right now if we save it and then if we refresh, we'll see multiple shard option. So let's just refresh, and if we click over here, you can see a lot of shard option, but obviously we want to show all those data: shard, toy, laptop, mobile, medicine, and this garbage. So here in this form we are just going to say, we'll give 2 second bracket, then we'll say this dollar category, control C, then control V, then we'll give this arrow sign, and in the database here you can see our category name is like this, category underscore name. So we'll say over here category underscore name. So let's save it, then let's just refresh here. Okay, there is a error, attempt to read property category name on bool. We shouldn't have get this error, so let's go and check. Okay, over here for each as category, category underscore name in for each. Okay, everything seems fine over here. So let's go to our admin controller. Okay, over here you can see category equal to name new category. So I did a mistake over here. It will be actually category double clone all. This is how we can get all the data from the table. So I did a mistake over here. It will be category double clone all to first bracket. So right now it shouldn't give us any error if we refresh, and there you go, there is no error. And if I click on this category option, here you can see shirt, toy, laptop, mobile, medicine, and a garbage data. Okay, let me just delete this one from the database. Okay, so everything is fine. Let me refresh and check it. Okay, so right now we are going to do the add product part from here. But before that, we need to do one more thing for the category, and that is here you can see that we show all the category name over here, and here you can see value equal to null. So what we have to do is that we need to copy this part, category, this arrow sign, category underscore name, and we'll paste it inside this value. Okay, so right now, so what will happen is that it will store the value in the option. So when we select the option, it will store the value over here and will be send it to the database table. So right now let's go back and we'll go to our admin controller, and here you can see public function add product request $request. So using the request we can get all the data from the product table from here, from the product.blade.php from here. So first of all, we need to mention our product table name, which is this one over here. We created table called product over here, you can see. So first of all, we need to add the product model in our controller, admin controller. So for it, we'll go at the top, and let me just copy this on, Control C. So we'll now paste it over here, and here we'll say app backslash model backslash, it will be product. So right now we'll be able to get all the product data using this product model. So right now let's go down, and here we are going to say, we are going to declare a variable. Let's say here dollar product equal to, we'll say new product, which is our table name product. So right now we'll get all the data from here and store it in our product table. So for it, here you can see we mention a variable called dollar product. So we'll say here dollar product, this arrow sign. Then if you go to our database, and here you can see title, description. So first of all, let's go and get the title first. So we'll say over here product title, just like we have in the database table. So title equal to, we'll say dollar request, this arrow sign. And right now we'll go to our product.blade.php, and here you can see that we mention over here name equal to title for product title. So we'll just say over here title. So after product title, we'll get the product description, then price, and so on. So let me copy it and paste it here a few times, 2, 3, and 4 times. So here after title, let's say description, and in the product.blade.php, here you can see description name equal to description, and here in the product table, description name is also description. So here we'll say here description, then we'll get the price as well. Let's say here price, here I see price, then we'll get the quantity, then we'll say discount price. Okay, let me check in the table. Okay, discount underscore price, we write it like this in the database. So here we'll say discount underscore price, but I think in the product.blade.php we said for discount price name equal to dis underscore price. So here we'll say dis underscore price. Then we also have the category part. So here we'll say category equal to in the product blade we also say name of category GORY. Okay, let me just check the category. Okay, name equal to category over here as well. And at the end, we have the image on. Now, we'll do the image part a little bit later, but let's just save whatever data we have right now. So here we'll say dollar product, this arrow sign will say save. Then we'll just say redirect back. Okay, we also need to give to first bracket over here after redirect, and over here, okay, I did a spelling mistake, count discount. Now you can store the data, all the data, text data normally in the database like this, but in order to store the image, we need to write the code a little bit different. So for it, here you can see normally we write like this, dollar product category request category. But for image, first of all, we need to declare a variable. We'll declare a variable, and inside this variable, we'll get the image. So we'll set dollar request image. So if you go to our blade product.blade.php, okay, here name equal to image. So here we get the image and store it in this image variable. So after it, we'll declare another variable. We'll say dollar image name equal to, we'll set time to first bracket, then we'll give a dot, then we'll give two single quotation, inside this single quotation we'll give a dot, and after this single quotation we'll give another dot. And then here you can see dollar image, we are going to mention this dollar image over here, then we'll give this arrow sign, we'll say after this get, then C will be capital CLIENT, get client, O will be capital original extension. Now when you are writing this, make sure you write it properly, because a lot of people make mistake when they are writing this line and they get a error. So make sure you write it properly, and we'll end it with a to first bracket. So here let me just explain it a little bit. So here first of all we are getting the image and storing this in the image variable, and here you can see image name. It means we are actually giving the image a unique name using the time function. It means every image will have a different name because of this time function. So after this, only one line left. I mean only two line left, which say dollar request, then this arrow sign, then dollar image, then we'll say image, then this arrow sign, then we'll say move. So here we are going to mention where we are going to save our image. So in this two single quotation, let's say we'll store our image in a folder, and that folder will be called product, and then we'll give a comma and we'll give this dollar image name, which is this one. And after this, just only one line left. Let me just copy this line, Control C, then we'll paste it here, Control V. Then here we are going to say image dollar product image equal to dollar. We do not need to write dollar request this time because we are already storing that image name over here. So let me just copy this one and we'll paste it over here. So let me just explain everything once again so that you can understand it clearly. So here you can see the storing normal text data is actually really simple. We are just calling over here the database name, and here we are requesting the value from the product.blade.php. That the same thing goes for every data, but over here you can see for image it's a little different. First of all, we are mentioning a image variable and storing the image in that variable. Then we are giving the image a unique name using time function. Then over here you can see that dollar request image move product comma image name. So what we are doing is that we will have a product folder in our public folder and we'll store the image in that product folder. So we'll go to our over here, we'll go to our public folder. Over here you can see, so inside this public folder we'll create a new folder, and here we are going to name it product. So every image will be stored in this product folder. So I hope everything is fine. So let's save it, Control S, and let's go back to our browser. Then let's refresh here. Then let's give a title. Let's say the title will be short. Then description, let's say this is a unique shirt, and let's give a price. Let's say 200. That's fine. Okay, let's say it has no discount price. Okay, let's just say discount price is 180, and product quantity is 10. Product category is shirt. Let's choose the image, and I already download a shirt image. And if I now click add product, here you can see it reloaded. And if we now go to our database, then product table, over here you can see this is our product table, and if we refresh here you can see we have a new entry over here. We have the description, image, category, quantity, price, and discount price. And here you can see the image. Now if you want to see the image, what you can do is that you can just go to our public folder, and here we created the product folder. If I click on the product folder, here you can see image over here, and this is the product image you can see. So right now we should do one more thing, and that is when we add a product over here, the admin should see a message that product added successfully. So for it, that is actually really simple. Just like I showed you in the previous tutorial, we'll just return it with a message. So we'll say return with, we'll give two first bracket, two single quotation. We'll say over here message, we'll give a comma, we'll give two single quotation, and inside it we'll say, let's say product added successfully. So we'll send this message, return redirect back. Back it means it will go back to our product plate. So with this message, so we'll go to our product blade.php and we'll write a session after this content wrapper class so that we can catch this message product added successfully. Now we already did this part in the previous tutorial, so I'm just going to copy that code from there. So we'll go to our category.blade.php, and over here you can see if session has message, then div class alert success. This is a bootstrap class. Then we are using this button to close the message, and then we are also printing the message if there is any message. So let me just copy this part and we'll go to our product.blade.php and we'll paste it over here. So it will show the message only if there is any message, otherwise it will not come to this if condition. So here from the admin controller it will send the message which is product added successfully. So if there is any message, then it will pin the message over here, and we also have a close option. So let's save it over here again and here again. So right now let's refresh, and let's say this time we'll add a toy. Let's say here toy for kids, and let's say product description will be best toy ever. Let's say product price, let's say 50, then discount price is 40 and quantity is 20. Product category toy, and let's choose a toy image. Over here I already downloaded a toy image. Let's click add product, and here you can see it's showing us a message that product added successfully. And if we refresh here, obviously you can see another data over here as well. And if we go to our product folder, here you can see there is one more image which is the product image. So this is all about this tutorial. So in the next tutorial we'll do the show product part over here. Admin will be able to see all the product from the database, and we'll also be able to delete and update the product data. So this is all about this tutorial. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any question you can let me know in the comment section, and I will actually really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel.